This particular episode, like I said, though, is pure rage bait for me because the entire argument that's being made is art as important as medicine?
Movies are important to you, and that is great for you. But they are not as important as medicine.
Why does one have to be more important than the other? That's all I'm saying. Why can't they be equally as important as each other?
He starts to realize that while he's at this gala, they kind of like think that his job's not important. That they think that they kind of don't get what his job is either, though. That like he's supposed to determine like what the price of popcorn is, and even says that's not at all what I do. It's that they are mocking his profession. The episode does sort of also ask you: is art and medicine, are they equally as important as each other? Are doctors and filmmakers as equally important as each other? One saves lives, but then the other one kind of asks the question: you need that in life. You need to experience art. And ask yourself what's more important. And for me, like for example, I think that art is like worth living for, and I think that movies are, I mean, obviously I run this whole show like my favorite thing in the world. If like movies, if music, if shows didn't exist, books are art as well. And then also asks the question, this is my favorite part of the episode because it's genuinely meaningful thing to say. And the way in which it's done is funny because, I mean, fair point as well, but still, it's this conversation of, is the Emoji Movie art? And he's like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean that some specific things are art and some things are not.
It is art. For the record, all movies are art. You don't get to pick which movies are art, which ones aren't art, just because you don't like them.
So Picasso's Guernica and the Emoji Movie are both art. That's what you're saying.
Is The Godfather not art?
No, obviously The Godfather is art.
Well, there you go, right?
They don't even make movies like that anymore. It's all superheroes and fighter pilots. You want art. You watch TV.
And this is whenever they ask the questions like, you want real art, you go watch TV, which is something that I hate, like that people say. For some reason they say they don't have the time to watch movies. What does that mean? Because considering you have a whole lot of time to watch TV is longer than movies are. It ends up just, I related to it a little too much is all I'm saying, because there's even a conversation they have where they're like, oh, he just got a 77-inch TV, and they're like, he says that could be any theater screen you could possibly imagine, and he says IMAX screens are 79 feet, so I don't know about that.
About a 77-inch TV.
That's right. I'd wager it is better than any movie theater.
I don't know. IMAX screen is 79 feet, so, maybe a little bit better, right?
And it's just very funny, it's very pointed, and it's obviously like, it must have been a very real conversation that's been had before, because a lot of the lines that are being said here I felt very familiar with.